The night was cold and empty, the kind that makes city streets feel unforgiving. Headlights cut through the rain as a woman crawled onto the curb, trembling, her voice barely a whisper. "Please, don't hurt me," she said, tears mixing with rain. "I can't walk," a stranger stopped, holding his little girl's hand. He could have walked away like everyone else. But he didn't. That moment, one act of kindness, would change both their lives forever. It was nearly midnight in downtown Chicago. The streets glistened with rain, the hum of traffic fading as most people hurried home. David, a single father of one, tightened his daughter Lily's tiny jacket as they walked toward their small apartment. He worked late shifts as a delivery driver, barely earning enough to keep up with rent. Still, he never let his daughter see how tired he was. For Lily, he always smiled. As they crossed the intersection, Lily tugged at his sleeve. "Daddy, look," she said, pointing toward a figure near a parked car. A woman in a soaked business suit was slumped against the wheel, clutching her ankle. Her makeup was smudged, and her briefcase lay open, papers scattered across the wet pavement. David's first instinct was caution. It was late, and this city wasn't always kind. But then the woman looked up, her voice shaking. "Please, don't hurt me. I can't walk." David knelt immediately. Hey, it's okay," he said softly. "I'm not here to hurt you. Are you injured?" Her breathing was quick and uneven. "I fell. My car broke down. I tried to walk for help, but my leg gave out." He saw the swelling on her ankle. "It looked bad." "Daddy, we should help her," Lily whispered, gripping his hand. David smiled faintly. "We will, sweetheart." He helped the woman, whose name was Clara, sit under the awning of a closed coffee shop. She was shivering, her designer coat soaked through. Her car, a black luxury sedan, had one flat tire and a dead battery. "Let me call someone for you," David offered, pulling out his phone. Clara shook her head. "I already tried. My phone died." David handed her his. "Here, use mine." She hesitated, then smiled weakly. "You're very kind. Most people just kept walking." David shrugged. "Sometimes people forget we're all human." She made a call to her driver, to a friend, but no one answered. David glanced at Lily, who was yawning. He knew it was late, but he couldn't leave her there. "There's a 24-hour clinic a few blocks away," he said. "I can help you get there if you lean on me." Clara looked uncertain. "I don't want to bother you." "It's no bother," David said. "You'd do the same if it were my daughter." And so, with Lily holding the umbrella, David helped Clara limp through the rain. Step by step, they made their way to the clinic. Inside, the nurse examined her ankle and confirmed it was a sprain. While Clara waited for treatment, David sat with Lily in the waiting area, humming softly to keep her calm. When the nurse returned, she asked for insurance details. Clara hesitated, realizing her wallet was in her car. "Don't worry," David said quickly. "I'll cover it. You can pay me back later." Clara's eyes widened. "You don't even know me." David smiled. "Doesn't matter. You needed help." She stared at him, speechless. It had been years since anyone had helped her without expecting something in return. After she was bandaged up, David walked her back to her car. He even called a tow truck for her and waited until it arrived. The rain had eased, and dawn was just beginning to color the sky. Before leaving, Clara asked, "What's your name?" "David," he said. "And this is Lily." She smiled warmly at the little girl. "Thank you, both of you. I won't forget this." David waved it off. "Just pay it forward someday." 2 weeks passed. David returned to his normal routine: early mornings, late nights, and endless deliveries. Life was hard but steady. Then, one afternoon, he received an unexpected call from a number he didn't recognize. "Mr. Miller," a professional voice said. "This is Jennifer from Eastway Industries. Our CEO would like to meet you." David frowned. "I think you have the wrong person." "No, sir," she replied. She insisted. Confused but curious, he agreed. When he arrived at the skyscraper downtown, he was stunned. The receptionist greeted him by name and led him to the top floor, an elegant office overlooking the entire city, and there she was. "Clara." Dressed sharply, standing on crutches but smiling warmly at David, she said, "You came." He blinked. "You're the CEO?" She nodded. "Yes. Clara Evans, CEO of Eastway Industries. You helped me that night when I was, well, not my best self." David chuckled nervously. "You don't owe me anything, really." "But I do," she said firmly. "You showed me kindness when I'd forgotten what that felt like." Clara invited him to sit. She explained that in her world of corporate deals, tight deadlines, endless board meetings, people often wore masks. Everyone was too busy to care. But that night, a stranger with nothing to gain helped her without hesitation. It shook her. "I've been thinking about that moment every day," she said. "And I realized I want to make my company about more than profit." She then surprised him with an offer, a new position in her company's community outreach division, helping families in need. David was stunned. "I'm not qualified for something like that," he said. Clara smiled. "You're more qualified than you think. You have empathy, integrity, and heart. That's what we need." David accepted, unsure at first if he could live up to it. But over time, he thrived. He helped organize charity drives, job training for single parents, and mentorship programs for kids like Lily. His life slowly transformed, from struggling to survive to helping others rebuild. One evening, as they stood on the rooftop of the company building during a charity event, Clara looked at him and said, "You know, that night, I thought I was broken. I thought people only cared about themselves. But you reminded me that kindness still exists." David smiled, watching his daughter laugh with other kids. "Kindness saved me, too," he said. "I was tired of feeling invisible. Helping you reminded me that I still have something to give." Months turned into a year. Clara's company launched a foundation focused on supporting single parents and disabled individuals. The initiative was named the Ripple Project. When asked why she chose that name, Clara simply said, "Because one small act of kindness can ripple through the world." David stood beside her during the announcement, humbled. His simple choice to stop on a rainy night had set off a chain reaction of goodness he never could have imagined. One afternoon, after a long day of community work, Clara visited David's office. She leaned on her crutch, smiling gently. "Do you ever think about that night?" she asked. "All the time," he said. "It reminds me that we don't meet people by accident." She nodded. "You're right. I was scared, broken, and angry at the world. But your kindness turned all that into something beautiful." He looked at her gratefully. "And you gave me hope when I thought I'd lost everything." They both smiled, two people from completely different worlds, forever connected by one simple act of compassion. That night in the rain could have ended so differently. But because one single dad chose to care, and one woman chose to open her heart again, lives were changed, not just theirs, but thousands of others through the ripple effect that followed. Kindness doesn't need wealth, power, or perfect timing. It just needs a willing heart. So the next time you see someone struggling, remember, your small act might be the beginning of someone's miracle. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Ripple of Love. Together, let's keep those ripples of kindness flowing, because the world needs them now more than ever.